Hey, what's up guys, Rex here, and welcome to this short little video where I want to give you my opinion on the progression in the games Minecraft versus Terraria. To start things off, I think both games are absolutely amazing. Yeah, I've been growing up with Minecraft pretty much all my life, and it's one of the first games I ever got on PC, and I was very young when I actually started playing this game. It was still in the beta version by then. I think it was beta 1.6, 1.7, something like that, where I started actually playing the game. Yeah, Steve used to make the ooh sound back then. That was pretty funny. I've also been playing Terraria for a long while, I think since 2015, but not as much as Minecraft. But recently I've kind of found it again, and I've been playing it quite actively for a few months now. And while I was playing Terraria, I was searching for what kind of hooked me on the game, and one of the things was definitely the progression. I think the progression in Terraria is just way better than the progression in Minecraft. So let's just look at the progression in both games to see what I mean exactly. If you look at the progression of Minecraft, you start a new world, you get wood, etc., wood tools, instantly get your stone tools, and then you already start getting iron. So most people pretty much skip leather armor and skip gold armor completely. Chainmail you can't even really get in the game, so you can't craft it. You instantly pretty much get iron armor, you get your iron pickaxe, and you already start getting diamonds. It's hard to get them, yes, but with the right enchantments and with a little bit of grinding, you will have enough to get a full set of diamond armor. You can already go with the diamond pickaxe into the nether, farm XP a lot, and then you can already start enchanting that. Then you can already go to the ender dragon, or you just wait until you get full netherite. So you get full netherite first, which is pretty new now, which is kind of hard to do, but still very doable if you have enough patience, and it doesn't take that long. But I like that they added it. It definitely makes the game a little bit deeper in that aspect. So you have your full set of netherite armor then, which does take a while, and then you go ahead and enchant it. Maybe even on like very high levels if you farm enough. But like netherite is already the highest tier of armor you can get. You're already ready with your small enchants and a nice bow, which is also enchanted. There's only one type of bow, to go to the ender dragon. And you can beat it with the equipment already. And with that, you've already beaten the game. Pretty much the progression comes to an end. You can continue enchanting your armor to extreme levels, but at that point, you're pretty much done. Pretty much no enemy is a problem for you anymore. Creepers, zombies, skeletons, nothing can actually kill you. It's really hard to die then, which for me makes it a bit more boring on that side. So I pretty much at that point I just start building, which in Minecraft is extremely fun, and I love building in Minecraft, so I pretty much just do that the entire time. I like the exploration of Minecraft. I like going on tours there with a boat. It's really fun, and to build a base is also great. I mean, that you can spawn the second boss, which is the Wither. You can spawn that if you want. And if you kill, you can get yourself a beacon, which makes you even stronger and gives you powerful effects. Yeah, but that's pretty much it, how far it goes with bosses and armor sets, etc. So just have your sword with the newest few updates. You can get an elytra, or you can get a turtle helmet to breathe underwater better, or elytra to fly, except for or you get golden shoes to not attract piglins. If that's really necessary, you can get the leather boots to not sink into the new powdered snow. Yeah, that's like the combination you can do. But like I said, it pretty much ends with the netherite, and it doesn't take all too long to get to that point. So now we can take a look at the progression of Terraria. The wiki states that over all platforms there are 34 different armor sets obtainable in pre-hard mode, 35 different armor sets obtainable in hard mode, 8 ropes, 2 wizard hats that give additional buffs, and 10 miscellaneous armor pieces. There's some armors I think only exclusive to the 3DS version, which I'm not 100% sure, but there's a lot of stuff exclusive to that version. Anyway, that's a ton of different armor sets. I think they probably did count the different helmets as a new armor set, because with Terraria, oftentimes you can choose between 3 or more helmets that give you different kinds of effects. So there's pretty much different classes in Terraria, with the different armor helmets giving you, or the armors as a whole, being better for one class or better for the other. Which is pretty cool. Not only do they give you defense points, they also give you set bonuses if you have a whole set or just one piece of it. It also often gives you a buff, like for example, your arrows do more damage, or your sword is longer, for example. Or maybe with cooler armor sets you even have like a crystal flying above you that shoots enemies, or you get invincible for a few seconds and stuff like that. I think that's really interesting and changes the gameplay up a lot. And you don't get these armors instantly. It takes a really long time, and oftentimes it even takes to kill different bosses to actually get these armor sets. So with killing bosses you unlock new ores and new ways to do stuff. Yeah, I mean, it says also in the wiki that there's 34 different bosses on PC. You can't fight all of them in one world because there's a corruption and a crimson world, but that's a ton of bosses. I love how in Terraria, when there's a pre-hard mode and there's a hard mode, so you have to kill the wall of flesh and you get into hard mode, and then a lot of things change. You get new ores and everything, and at first it felt like, because it took a long time for me to get to that point when I first started to play in a master world, which is the highest difficulty world pretty much, except for some seeds. It took me a really long time to fight a wall of flesh, and it's like, oh yeah, I've pretty much beaten the game. And that's pretty much just the beginning. Like the whole world pretty much changes up at that point. New bosses, new ores, everything. And everything gets harder. That's why it's called hard mode. After you defeat the wall of flesh, and then there's so many bosses still to defeat. Things change again after you defeat the mechanical bosses. You get new types of weapons, and you can now mine some of the ores that came with the hard mode. You can defeat Plantera, and you unlock new stuff. Then you can defeat the Golem, and towards the end you defeat the Moonlord, and you get some super OP stuff. Because I like the progression part so much, I just have to give the point to Terraria here. It's just so much deeper, it's so much more unique. And you have to really think what armor set you're going to choose for what class and what bosses, or what you exactly want, or if you want more defense or the buffs more. It's so unique and it's so vast. In comparison to Minecraft, where you just say, yeah, I want the best armor, or maybe I replace one part of it with an elytra. You know, so everyone runs around with the same armor set, which in Terraria does not happen that much. And I think that's really cool and interesting. It's just so much deeper, and for me, it's super fun to do that. And it just takes so much longer. Anyway, so in conclusion, Terraria's progression system just keeps me way more engaged with the game. And yeah, I personally prefer the progression system which Terraria has way more than the one in Minecraft. Yeah, it just feels better beating the game. It just takes way longer and it's way more work. And like the first defeating a mechanical boss was great. But I have to say that building is way more fun in Minecraft though. And that's like pretty much my favorite part of Minecraft. I have so many memories with that game. So don't get like a wrong picture of that right now. I think both games are absolutely amazing. And I'm just looking at one aspect of the games right now. But that aspect, for me, Terraria definitely wins that. So that's it. Goodbye guys, have a good one.